Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at WOCA The Source.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Once a year, we play these songs. And then we play them over and over and over again. This is a montage of a bunch of different people doing that one song.
Yep.
John Goodwin is on the phone. We've had him on the phone, many times in the past, actually. And one of these days, I'm going to go see the Hollywood Christmas Parade. Among other things, John is the president of the Hollywood Christmas Parade Advisory Board, and he's going to tell us who's going to be in the Christmas Parade and how hard it is to put the whole thing together. The Ocala Christmas Parade is happening this Saturday, by the way. Don't confuse the Hollywood, California one with the Ocala one.
No.
But I'll tell you, I love the Ocala one too. John is also the president and publisher of Galaxy Press. I'm sure you've heard us talk about some of the books that they publish. He's an author himself. He's a member of the Dubai Press Club.
That's cool.
Yeah. I want to go to Dubai. It looks like an amazing city. Science Fiction Writers of America, the Explorers Club, Mystery Writers of America. It goes on and on and on. I think we're mostly focusing on the Christmas parade, though. Good morning, John. Again, on the air now.
Okay, good morning, Larry. Good morning, Robin.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We the actual parade itself you're talking about was a week ago on Sunday.
Oh, it was?
Well, the parade itself was, but the actual broadcast everybody can see is on the 16th, this coming Friday. So we're getting to the point right now, because the way the parade works actually is it's a concert and a parade that's mixed into one 2-hour special on the CW at 8 o'clock p.m. this coming Friday the 16th. So this is actually very timely that we're doing the show right now, so people can actually see what happened.
Okay, and who's performing in the concert?
Well, there's Olivia Newton-John is the Grand Marshal.
Oh,
so she's performing in the Grand Marshal. So she's amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Her voice is just, what she was able to, the range she can still keep with her voice is just beyond.
I saw her on Jimmy Fallon, and I'm still in love with her. I fell in love with her when I was 12.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah. You know, she comes to our town. She's friends with John Travolta. Is John Travolta in the parade?
He is not in the parade, but she was definitely very much there, both as the Grand Marshal and in singing the parade. And there's also, remember the group War?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He performed, and Cyndi Lauper. And there was the band of Merrymakers, which is some winners of the American Idol. So
okay. And
the main ones that I recognized were the ones I just told you about there.
I think, if I'm trying to remember, War had the song called The Cisco Kid, right? The Cisco Kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was a friend of mine.
Right. I'm showing my age, right? If I fell in love with Olivia Newton-John, and I know War. Yeah.
Yeah, but Cyndi Lauper was quite an amazing performer too. So she's had a long career, and she's as vital now as she was when she was.
I love her too. 80s. I love her too. Yeah. The only one I don't know on the list is the Merrymakers. So they must be a younger group.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, what did Toys for Tots have to do with the parade?
Well, the Toys for Tots is the main charity of the U.S. Marine Corps, and they are the just amazing men. It's actually the program started in Los Angeles, and so it's very fitting that the kickoff event for the Christmas season of the Toys for Tots is the Hollywood Christmas Parade. So General Pete Osmond, who's the president and CEO, is there to organize the whole thing up and be the guest interview. And then you have the U.S. Marine Corps Marching Band and several of the people in the Southern California Marine Corps that are there in presenting arms and in during the standard, and obviously with the music as the kickoff entry in the parade with their band.
So on the 16th, when we watch it on the CW network, is there like a host and hostess or something like that, kind of narrating the whole thing?
Absolutely. Is this one of those things like, okay, we're pulling you along here. So yes, Eric Estrada is the host, and You remember him from Chips?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're all of us that are dating ourselves, remembering all these people here. But
Right.
And Laura McKenzie has got a travel show, and she's the host for it. But then Montel Williams is also one of the hosts, and Dean Cain.
Oh,
so Dean Cain, remember him? Exactly.
Yeah, Superboy. Yeah.
Superboy.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. This sounds like a lot of fun. So, were you there at all? I mean, you were at the parade, but will we see you on TV?
You won't see me. I'm just they're working along with several other, about 600 others, just working on making sure that the parade's going off. And the thing that we were most excited about this year is the new float that we had, because we have a 5-foot story tall balloon from Stories from the Golden Age, which we've talked about in the past.
Okay.
But we had a new entry this year, which is a 30-foot long spaceship with the hero and heroine and the big bad guy Turl from the book Battlefield Earth.
Right.
And it was surrounded by Scotsmen and bagpipers and drummers. So it was quite a nice spectacle. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that entry in the parade when it happens, because that was a book that we released earlier this year. We've spoken about that as well, because that hit #1, and we actually just got an award. I don't know if you looked at our Facebook page. We just got an award as Best of 2016 with the
really?
Battlefield Earth audiobook. Yes.
No, I haven't looked. What is your Facebook page? Galaxy Press?
Well, there's Galaxy Press, but this one here is galaxypress.com has the everything on the parade on it. And it also has, subsequent to that, is we got the award of being the #1 or the top of 2016. So I did a lot of posts on that. But you can see some videos of the parade, of our float, people standing around there, interviews, different celebrities that are involved.
Mm-hmm.
You guys send us a lot of talented people who have entered the Writers and Illustrators of the Future contest. The other day we had a young lady in here. She's a student, I guess, in high school, right?
Yes, high school student.
And we were telling her about the contest, and she said she knows. She's entered it. So hopefully we'll have a winner in our community soon. Yeah, to talk about.
That'd be a great one from a college. We've had some definitely good winners from Florida over the years, and I don't know, I guess you had none in the studio, but we've definitely had local winners from Florida, and no doubt because of the publicity and awareness generated from this show.
Hope so. Yeah, we actually had an author from our listening area.
Yeah.
But he wasn't from Ocala. He was from the villages, I think. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Has
Real nice guy.
Has the Hollywood Christmas Parade changed over the years, or do you still have some traditions that you keep up every year?
Well, it has changed and evolved, because what's happened to kind of bring it a little bit more into the forefront of parades is the concert. So that's the way it works. Is from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We have a stage that's been built out on the Hollywood Boulevard in front of the Hollywood and Highland, and there's a big red carpet there in the whole block and a half of that. And it's the concert goes on there for an hour with all these different performers, each performing 2 songs, and then when they're done, the parade starts right at 6 o'clock, and they kick off with the U.S. Marine Corps, and then that goes in. The final entry on that, which is tradition, is Santa Claus, and it's sleigh that's led by he's got his Marine Corps Honor Guard in the big sleigh. There's Santa Claus.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that concludes the parade, and then it's then what happens is there's a mixing of the parade with the concert. So you've got songs and entries going for a 2-hour special. And one thing that makes it very, very unique is that it's probably the fastest 2 hours you're going to have, because there's so much stuff happening constantly, because sometimes parades can drag a bit.
Right.
This doesn't at all. It's just when it goes, it's bam, 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 bam. So you're going to amazed at the production itself when you see it.
So who's in the spaceship, in the float?
Well, we've got Lauren Compton plays Christy, and we have a little video of her who's just before she goes on to the in there in costume, and then another actor named Aaron Groban, and then there's Turl is played by Turl.
Okay. Okay.
We brought him from Planet Cyclo.
Oh my gosh! Any special effects happening? Like I don't know, like dry ice smoke or something like that?
Well, what it is we have a bunch of lights on it, so it's got the purple lights on because it's from the Planet Cyclo where the basic color is purple. So it's got 30 feet long though. It's the spaceship that we had originally this summer that we crashed in the Hollywood Boulevard. When we
I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So we reconfigured that float so it fit on a chassis, and it went the whole thing. So it was an amazing thing. We didn't have the smoke coming out of it, but with all the lights on it and all the people around it still looked really, really cool.
and the bagpipe players.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
The only place you're ever going to see bagpipes and spaceships in the same thing. John, hang on a second. We have to take a little break, and we will be right back. I went to the galaxypress.com website, by the way. You've got a Battlefield Earth book and audiobook package as a Christmas gift I want to ask you about. We'll be right back with John after this.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Our afternoon high between 69 and 73. Mostly cloudy Thursday night. A shower or two in the area. Lows in the mid-40s in the northern interior part of the zone to 54 along the coast. Friday, partly sunny, breezy, and cooler. Highs generally in the low to mid-60s. For Saturday, sunny to partly cloudy. High 66 to 70. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
I want a
Private pilot's license.
for Christmas.
Only a private pilot's license will do.
Don't want a
Anything else?
no dinky tinker toy. I want a hip
Pilot's license is
to play with and enjoy. I want a
wanna learn to fly an airplane for
for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind me.
Do you? He thinks it's a great idea.
Won't have to use a dirty chimney flue.
Brad, how'd you get in here?
Oh, hey, Dan.
I'm just working on the new commercial. I just wanted to make sure that people knew that the best Christmas present was getting their pilot's license.
And not a hippopotamuses?
Well, I thought it was a good idea.
So you thought it was a good idea to butcher a Christmas classic?
Well, not exactly.
Yeah, let's just tell them to go to Ocala Aviation.
Because getting your pilot's license
Is the best present ever.
Christmas.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
WOCA is teaming up with Florida Kids Helping Kids to bring a little Christmas joy to the many homeless children in Marion County. WOCA is proud to offer our location as a drop-off point for your new and usable toys at the WOCA studios here in the Paddock Mall. Mornings, Monday through Friday till December 16th, when Florida Kids Helping Kids will come by to pick up the toys to give to the children. Florida Kids Helping Kids and WOCA, making Christmas a little brighter.
Merry Christmas.
All right. John Goodwin is on the phone. He's out in L.A. I didn't even ask him if he was in L.A. I assume he is. He's the president of the Hollywood Christmas Parade, and we were talking about it. Olivia Newton-John was there doing a concert. Cynthia Lauper. This has already happened, but you can watch it on TV.
Yep.
December 16th on the CW network.
A week from tomorrow.
John is with Galaxy Press, and they have a float representing the whole Battlefield Earth. They had this big, gigantic, kind of a couple times this year, we had interviews with folks who were involved in the making of the audiobook, which I wanted to ask him something about that real quickly. And so Olivia Newton-John, Cyndi Lauper, the group War, the group Merrymaker, hope I had that right, and Eric Estrada, Lauren McKenzie, Montel Williams, and Dean,
Dean Cain.
What's his name?
Dean Cain.
Kane, Superboy. And I'm sure I missed some notes here. Welcome back, John. Thank you for waiting through that for us.
Sure.
Do you know what I wondered? Okay, the Battlefield Earth audiobook is getting 5-star reviews everywhere I look. Okay, and it's so huge. It's 1,000 pages in the book, and it's like 2 days worth of nonstop listening if you were to listen to the whole thing, right, from the beginning to the end.
That's correct.
So the effort to make it a movie by John Travolta, that must have been so hard to take a story that takes 2 days to tell and put it into a 2-hour movie. That must have been impossible.
It basically is. It was. There's so much to that story. It was the same problem that they had with Dune and some of these other epics. Like if you try to do Lord of the Rings in one movie.
Right.
Lord of the Rings is 3 different books, but the page count, the size of the book itself is somewhat similar, and so there's just so much to it. What do you cut? When you start getting into that cutting, and just and also there's, it was just, this is the issue that you've got when you have Hollywood taking a book,
right.
And because it wasn't true to the story particularly, it on certain parts, and the fans didn't stand up, and that was the main thing you had on it. So the book by itself, the movie by itself, I talked to a lot of people who really enjoyed the movie, and I saw some people who had problems with it, and so on that, as a publisher of the book, my standard and heartfelt answer is, I love the movie because I sold 500,000 books. And
yeah. But you know what? I wanted to tell you that the folks who we've talked to who have actually listened to the whole 47 and a half hours, whatever it is, they will say, oh, yeah, I saw that. They won't say, I heard that. They will refer to it as if they saw it. And I always would catch them on that. I'll say, how did you see it? It's an audiobook. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean. And so it is so visual because you're seeing what you're hearing.
Yeah, and that's one thing about the audiobooks that we produce, and I know I've sent some of them too. Did I send you Battlefield Earth?
No, but you sent us a whole bunch of other ones.
Yes.
From
that's the most heinous error on my part. My deepest and sincerest apologies.
Yeah, we got the Pulp Fiction ones. We got the Pulp Fiction ones.
Yeah, they were great.
So one thing that you will find is that pictures can be triggered, or images can be triggered with the sound too associated with that image. So when you hear a certain type of a gun report, you'll know what kind of a gun that is if you're familiar with guns. If you're familiar with cars, a certain type of an engine sound, you'll know, okay, that's a blah car. So based on that, we create our audiobooks with over 150,000 different sound effects. And when the sound effects don't exist, we create them, as in the case of the alien spaceships, so that they are somewhat consistent with what we're stating about. Because like what we did on Battlefield Earth is that the alien spaceships, those were all more of metallic sounding, synthesized sounding noises, whereas the Earthlings and the sounds of the things taking place on Earth are the natural sounds. And because it's the actual sound for that thing where we could actually make it a thing, like if it's a horse, it's a horse, and if it's galloping away, it's galloping away. So they talked about you're surrounded by a field of crickets. You've got crickets in front, behind, above. And so it actually helps to place you there. And when it happens, you get the visual effect of it. So you combine an amazing story like Battlefield Earth with those sound effects, and it just continues to get the 5.0 reviews. And like I said, it was just announced as one of the best of 2016 audiobooks. And that's out of the thousands of audiobooks that are produced.
Yeah, the ad on galaxypress.com, I'm looking to see it. It took me to a different site, actually, but galaxypress.com is where I went to. It's the book and the audiobook together, correct? This is the package deal? And what do you do? How many CDs is this?
It's 44 CDs.
Oh, my gosh, 44. And a 1,000-page book?
And, yeah, the book itself is a 1,000-page book, 44 CDs, and it's really a tour de force on that stuff with 67 actors, actually over 150,000 sound effects. You've got all the different people performing the different voices, so it's not me trying to be, multiple voices. I'm just my own voice, or one that I can create and you get somebody else to create other voices.
When the actors and actresses were there doing the recording and the sound effects guys and everything, did you film that so we could see part of that?
Yeah, we have an actual making of Battle Earth audiobook. It's one of the videos on the I think I recently uploaded it on the again on the Facebook page, battlefield.com or Battlefield Earth, the Facebook /Battlefield Earth. Or no, it's Facebook/BE_the_book.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, so that's the Facebook page.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
There's a video there. It's about a 5-minute video on the making of.
That is so cool, because all of the actors and actresses and the ones that we have spoken to, they're all so dedicated, and they were so proud to be a part of this.
Yeah, it's an amazing project that everybody was involved with that resulted in just a new level of audiobook production, and it became a program of getting all of the Mr. Hubbard's audiobooks created. It became one of the things that anybody involved in audiobooks had to be part of. So we had so many different actors over the years, or over the 2 years they were doing the scene, that were involved with that.
Wow, it is an amazing project. I know this is going to sound wacky, and I know it's science fiction, but can you imagine if L. Ron Hubbard actually hit on something that was perhaps maybe a real thing? I don't know, and maybe at least part of it. I don't know. I was watching this video this morning on YouTube that looked really believable about things they found on Mars that looked like crashed aircraft. Did you see this?
I didn't see that. That's on. Where's that? We saw that
on YouTube.
So if I search for what on YouTube?
Crashed aircraft on Mars, I guess. That's what it popped up. I didn't even look for it. It was just one of those crazy things that recommended it to me, I guess, because I look at weird things. Yeah,
I'll look for that then.
You know what I'll do? I'll find it and I can send it to you later on the link if you can't find it yourself.
Do you feel overwhelmed sometimes, John, with all of these projects going on, and you have to do public appearances and things like that?
Actually, I don't, because I love it so much. I really love my job. So it's sometimes it's a challenge. I won't say that it's not that, but it's because I'm so much involved in doing these projects to assist in literacy programs. It's that helps a whole lot. Seeing the reaction on that with what happens on literacy, how it improves, and then there's like I said, working with this thing with the Christmas parade, with thousands of people who are there, able to experience a parade for the first time, is really quite an amazing thing, because it's open to all these kids that won't otherwise just see these actors.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. I mentioned earlier this morning when I was a kid, I used to go to the Thanksgiving parade in New York, and I remember seeing the famous people up there on the floats. I couldn't remember who I saw, but I remember it was just I've always been starstruck. And I don't know how people can say they're not starstruck. If I've never met Travolta, but he's here somewhere. Everybody I know has met him except for me and Robin.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know why? Because we're stuck in this studio. That's why.
Maybe you can put in a good word.
You're doing such a good thing in that studio, though.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate that.
And since you brought up literacy, that is such an important facet, especially in today. Do the characters from Battlefield Earth, do they go around to schools and things like that and give talks and encourage children to read a lot and then be creative and write their own stories?
Well, the kids from the books, from the audiobooks that we do, or the actors from the audiobooks that we do, are we have them doing various radio programs, and with that we're able to do the promotion, letting people know that these are great books to read. And the thing that happens too is because the Battlefield Earth book is listed with the Lexile and Accelerated Reader, it's worth I think 62 points for people doing the AR program. So we have a lot of parents that are very excited about the fact that they can, get their kids to read this really good book. And the book is definitely a PG-rated story, so they're able to listen to it and or read it, get the credits in the school, and they're able to just get a good story about a hero. You got a hero here, somebody that can really, set a good example for them.
John, thank you for being on. We've got 10 seconds. Go to writersofthefuture.com, galaxypress.com, and watch on...
And battlefieldearth.com. There's an awesome new special, just so you know, that you can get. We made a flash drive with the whole audiobook on it, only $35, and it's something that we just created only from the Galaxy Press site, Battlefield site, so check that out. If this sounds good, what I've been saying, check it out.
All right, very good. Cool. And don't forget, December 16th, the Hollywood Christmas Parade on the CW Network.
8 o'clock.
John Goodwin, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll get to meet you one of these days.
I hope so, too. Thank you very much, Larry, Robin.
We'll be right back.
The suspect was hit.
America's Georgia Police Chief Mark Scott. President-elect Trump making more selections for his administration to head the EPA.
Scott Pruitt, Attorney General for the state of Oklahoma. He has a lengthy history as a staunch defender of state rights, and he has also repeatedly challenged federal restrictions dealing with environmental issues. Critics, like Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, say Pruitt is a climate change denier.
Fox's David Lee Miller and a 6.8 magnitude quake reported off the coast of Northern California. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Holiday shopping can be a real hassle. As if dealing with the mall wasn't challenging enough, it's almost impossible to find something people both want and need. I'm David McNeil, owner of WeatherTech, and I have the perfect gift idea this holiday season: WeatherTech floor liners. WeatherTech floor liners are laser measured to perfectly fit and protect a vehicle's carpeting from spills as well as dirt, snow, slush, and salt. And the best part is, WeatherTech floor liners slide right into the footwell of the vehicle, so there's no assembly required. WeatherTech floor liner made with American pride, right here in the USA, so you know you're getting the highest quality. This year, give the gift of protection with WeatherTech car mats and floor liners, and you won't even have to go to the mall. Find out how you can get WeatherTech protection delivered right to your door by shopping online at WeatherTech.com or calling 1-800-CAR-MATS. Happy holidays.
Council.
Experience Christmas at Gaylord Palms, presented by Fujifilm Instax, November 18th through January 1st. Enjoy spectacular holiday decor, dining, and entertainment, including ice, with an all-new theme featuring a Charlie Brown Christmas, Cirque Dreams Unwrapped Stage Show, breakfast with Charlie Brown and Friends, Alpine Rush snow tubing, and much more. It's everything Christmas in one extraordinary place. Tickets and overnight packages, including priority extra cool hour admission to ice, are on sale now at Christmas@GaylordPalms.com.
Christmas time is here, and this holiday season, Gaylord Palms puts a brand new twist on a Christmas classic. It's Ice, presented by Pepsi, featuring a Charlie Brown Christmas by Charles Schultz, November 18th through January 1st. See the whole Peanuts gang carved in over 2 million pounds of colorful ice, including Snoopy's decorated doghouse, and dancing at the holiday play rehearsal. Your awe-inspiring experience concludes with the wonder of the nativity in ice. For tickets and packages, visit Christmas@GaylordPalms.com.
Sunrise Automotive, this is Matt.
Hey, Matt, it's Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Listen, we're going to be doing some traveling, and the wife, of course, is going to be doing a lot of shopping. I need to make sure the car's in good shape.
Why don't you just bring it on by? Let us check it out. We can check all your belts, your hoses, your tires, all your fluids. And out of town, is that up north and cold?
Yep.
Okay, let's check your antifreeze. Also, let's make sure your washer fluid has got alcohol in it so it doesn't freeze up north, because that makes for a rotten day. And let's check your air pressure in your tires. Let's look at your brakes, make sure everything is safe and secure there. Let's go through it and just make sure everything is ready to go on the road. You due for an oil change?
Yep.
Whenever you come in to get your oil change, we always check your belts, your hoses, all your lights. We go through and make sure that everything is working properly. We check all your fluid levels. We do that every time you come in to Sunrise Automotive.
So just call you back at this number?
Yeah, just give me a call back at 690-1993 whenever you're ready to come in. And you can drop it off, leave it with us, whatever's most convenient for you. Look forward to seeing you at Sunrise Automotive.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
We are more motivated to walk when we're at an interesting destination. Boy, I agree with this, whether it's a park, down Main Street, or even at the mall. The people we sit next to at work, we now know they can have a huge impact on our performance. Our mucous membranes dry out on planes. We lose some of the food's aroma, but breathing more deeply as we eat on the plane will make a bland meal taste a whole lot better.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Here are today's headlines from the source, WOCA. A Delta IV rocket launched successfully into the dark evening skies over Cape Canaveral yesterday. The rocket carried as its payload a military communications satellite known as the WGS-8 for the U.S. Air Force. The satellite acts as a massive communications router. Officials with the U.S. Air Force said the satellite was part of a network that would provide real-time data supporting everything from military traffic to search and rescue data. The satellite also carries more up-to-date protection to help guard against jamming, either deliberately by an adversary or accidentally by an entity that may encroach on the satellite's assigned communications frequencies. The launch had been rescheduled 5 times since its first launch date of September 22nd. Florida's Governor Scott is ending a holiday tradition this year, and it has some state employees upset. For the first time in years, state offices will be open the Friday before Christmas. For 5 years running, Governor Scott has ordered state offices to close an additional day before the Christmas holiday, but this year that's not the case. Former state employee Diane Williams-Cox is quoted in the article saying, "I just think this was an epic fail. He should have allowed this to happen as a good close to the year."